What's up, guys? Chewy from ATXTCG here, bringing you trial deck opening for your Buddyfight Trial Deck Volume 6 Dark Pulse. Here's the Dark Pulse. So, anyways, see? Comes with a life counter of this guy whose name escapes me. All this up, and wow, they actually completely. Oh, here we go. It's completely wrapped. So here you can see Purgatory Knight's Malice Force Dragon, size 3 monster, 8/5/3 crit, paid to gauge. When this card enters the field, destroy a monster on your opponent's field. There's two copies of him. We've got There Is Only Death, Dalian, size 2 monster, paid 2 gauge. When attacked by this card, destroy your opponent's monster, deal 2 damage to your opponent. We have two copies of him, I think. Oh, this is really crispy. Yep, two. Very, very new. Black Dragon Dividers. 4 copies of him. Another foil, Death Ruler Abriel. Pay 1 gauge. This card can attack your opponent even if there is a monster in your opponent's center. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 copies of him. Black Dragon Tyrannus. 2 copies of him. Purgatory Knight's Giant Scissor Dragon. There's 1, 2, 3 copies of him. Black Dragon Death Gracia. When attacked by this card, destroys your opponent's monster, deal 1 damage to your opponent. It's called Spectral Strike. 1, 2, 3, 4 copies of him. Black Dragon Discipients. Pay 1 gauge because it's a size 1 monster with 3,000, 2,000 defense, and 3 crit. 2 copies of him. Purgatory Knight's Black Knife Dragon. 1, 2, 3 copies of him. Death Ruler Alea. Your opponent's monster in front of this card gets defense -3. 2 copies of that. Spell is Death Damage. Destroy a monster in your opponent's field. There's 2 copies of that. Sudden Death. Pay 1 gauge. Destroy a size 1 or less monster in your opponent's field. There's 4 copies of that. Vampire Fang. Put 2 cards on the top of your deck into your gauge. There's 2 copies of that. You only cast this card if you have 5 life or less. This is Black Revenger. Pay 1 gauge, choose up to 1 size 1 and up to 1 size 2 monster from your drop zone and put them into your hand. So the recycling. Midnight Shadow. You may only cast this card during an attack on your opponent's turn. If it is not a link attack, nullify the attack. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 copies of that. Deathclaw Grim Reaper. Pay 2 gauge, 4,000 attack, 3 crit. It's a weapon. 2 of them. Another weapon, Black Sword Heartbreaker. It's a free cost item, 3,000 attack and 2 crit. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 copies of that, and then we get 2 impacts, which is Demonic Strike Arts Death Requiem. You may only cast this card if your opponent has 3 life or less, and your opponent has no monsters on the field. Pay 2 gauge, deal 3 damage to your opponent. And the Darkness Dragon World Flag. So the awesome thing about this trial deck is it actually comes with 3 foils, being Demonic Strike Arts Death Requiem. Then we've got the Ghost, Death Ruler Abriel, and of course the first card featured, Purgatory Knight's Malice Force Dragon. Hope you like this trial deck opening. This is Chewy from ATXTCG signing out.